Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tipsy Tea Show. Man, we have a full house tonight. This is our first official live. We actually have special guests in the building. Before I get straight to that, though, I want to shout out to Miss Jules for joining me tonight. It's pretty late. It's Tuesday.
It's
Tell
definitely late.
everybody like who you are and what time it is where you are.
Well, I'm on the East Coast, so right now it's midnight. But hi, everybody. My name is Jules. I am a writer, journalist. I do a lot of PR work. I work for the Hype magazine, Hip Hop since 1987, and I'm also partnered with 97.5 Hip Hop Daily. So I'm definitely, I'm pretty much everywhere. I love music. I love being surrounded by it. So I'm just happy to be here and with you and Cody.
Awesome. Yes. And what an honor it is to have you hosting this show with me tonight. I want to thank you. Thank you for going against the grain and not getting that sleep because I know I'm tired. I don't know about you. But when we have people like Khody that's in the building tonight, we couldn't let you slip through the cracks. We were kind of talking behind the scenes and I've listened to your music too. I mean, you're pretty talented. You have
Yes.
this smooth flow about you that I don't really see in a lot of artists today.
I
You know what
really
I mean? So
thank
yeah, so I want to let the audience know, like, hey guys, we have Khody Blake in the building. Without further ado, please let them know who you are and where you're from.
you. And what's up, everybody? I go by the name of Khody Blake, representing Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, out here in Houston, Texas, man. And I appreciate y'all one more time for having me on today, man. It's awesome. It's awesome being here right now.
It's a
Thank you. And
pleasure.
like, you pretty much like got off work and came straight on to the live, huh?
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. Straight from work, straight to here, man. Got changed real quick. And here we are. The rest is history, and I'm ready.
That's
I'm
work.
saying to
That's work
myself,
ethic.
you
That's
must
definitely.
be young. Like, you must be a fresh 23, 24, because old people, we get tired around like 9 or 10 o'clock.
I feel you. No, I got high energy. I'm always ready to go at any moment. Like if I got something to do, especially if it's musically involved, I'm ready to do it. So I got energy for days.
That's important. Music never sleeps. You know what I mean? So you have to be ready whenever, wherever, however you make it happen. You have to make it happen. Music, people, people want to see you on your A game all the time. They want to see you involved and creating content and being in the public eye. So it's really great that you have that energy.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, very necessary. You made a very great point, Jules. I'm pretty sure it's around the clock.
It
Around the
definitely
clock.
is.
I'm not
Uh,
sure who Facebook user is, but somebody said, "What's up, y'all?" If I had to assume, it must be Richard. What's up, Richard? He said, "What's good,
Hey,
Khody? Your music is dope."
hey, I
Hey,
appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really thank you for tuning in. Making man,
Definitely.
that's
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
everybody who's tuning in, make sure you like, comment, and share.
For
Again, I know
sure.
it's the first video. A lot of y'all that are listening, that are watching this page, y'all are old. I get it. But I mean, just share and go to sleep. I'm just saying because we're going to keep it going. So, Khody Blake, we talked about, your high energy, and I think that's important. Energy is everything. I really do think it is.
it really
Yes.
Music is
is.
energy. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So, and that may explain why you have such a smooth flow because you seem like you have a very calm spirit.
Yeah, I do. I'm just a really, really relaxed type of guy. But when it's like I said, when it's time to work, I always love to bring the energy. I want to make people feel the music, not just listen. I want to make them feel. So I put that energy into my music, and it's just a beautiful feeling to be able to get the reactions that I do from everybody and feel their energy and build off of that. So the energy's always rising.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's definitely important. Listening to your music, not just your is it your newest release, Let Me Know. It showed your vocal ability. I love the entire delivery. Everything was perfect. But as I listened to some of your other tracks, I just noticed how clear, concise, and amazing your wordplay, your delivery, everything is. And you could tell that you really put your emotion into your music, which is so important to portray to your audience.
Yeah, I like to make sure that I put my emotions into each track that I do, simply because I want to make it authentic. Like I said, I want people to feel it and literally those reactions that I get, bouncing off of other people's energies and just giving it my all like that. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling.
So let me ask you, who and what inspired you to do music?
Well, I've been singing pretty much since I was like young. And one of my biggest influences at that time was Chris Brown. And shout out to Chris. And I was just like, man, I wanna be able to kind of sort of implement and do something like that. Like I wanna be my own artist. Like I wanna do this. So I would sing every day after school, sing throughout the band hall, just sing everywhere, no matter what it was. And it kind of turned into my own thing where I would sometimes write because I like to write back then, and I still do. I still write today. And yeah, I went with that and said, hey, let's see what I can do if I put it to a track. So I taught myself engineering too. A lot of people don't know that I engineered the Khody Blake show, the EP that's out right now. I engineered it. So I took that sound at a younger age. I just learned how to engineer and went from there. And literally here we are today, man, with a beautiful project out and a wonderful sound for everybody to enjoy.
I think that's amazing that you engineered it. I think, being an artist, creating a song, writing a song is just one part of it. When you are able to dip into different parts of the creation of a song, it makes you a force to be reckoned with, because not a lot of artists have the ability to do that. So I commend you on that. Engineering is not an easy task. When I look at those boards, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I would love to learn it, but I don't know if I have the patience. So kudos to you for that, because it's not easy.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's fun. It's really fun to do. Like I'm a nerd with it. That's all I can really say. Like it's the details for me, for real.
It has to be. When you're engineering your own music, it must take a lot of energy and time, because it's different when you have multiple ears. When you have someone mix and master your stuff, those are another set of ears on your music to really like dive in and critique it and perfect it. But when it's
Right.
you doing it, that's a whole different ball game. So that's not only time consuming, but it takes a very big creative person to be able to do that to their own music.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're our own worst critic. You know what I mean? So you might go through that thing a million times and redo it. I'm sure you've done that, right?
I did. Like a whole lot of times. And of course, it's great to have a team behind you to help you with the process and make sure everything sounds correct, sounds good to the ear, and the whole nine. So again, shout out to my team, Loud Music, for being right behind me and making sure everything came out the way that I wanted it to come out, but it also sounded good to their ear as well. And push forward with the project too. So
Now,
such a humble young man too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. He really is. I wanted to ask, how did you come to be part of Loud Music, or how did you build that team?
So they had discovered me on a website. They discovered me on a website where I have some of my music post up. I was just random, independent, by myself. Like, this is what I do. My sound's out there. And they asked me if I wanted to do or be part of a showcase with them. And at that point, I was like, do I just say yes to the showcase, or do I send them more stuff for them to hear?
Right.
And I ended up sending them more stuff for them to hear because I wanted to take my career to the next level. And when they heard the sounds, they were just like, hey, yeah, can we like meet you in person, man? We need to figure out, like, what do you need? Is there anything you need? And we met in person, literally gave them a little snippet of rehearsal, sang for them and everything. And they took me under the wing and showed me the ropes.
So you're the Chris Brown of Loud Music.
I don't know about that, but hey, that's appreciated too. I mean, I feel like whenever I hear stuff like that, it just knows that I'm going places with the sound that I have. Really.
You definitely are. Let me tell you. And I don't say that about every artist. I listen to constant music all day long. So for me, your sound was definitely a breath of fresh air. I do want to speak on your song. It's the introductory song to the Khody Blake show, and it's called The Sound of Truth.
Yes.
Listen, the bars that you spit in that song, I'm like, oh, it's perfect. It's the perfect introduction because it literally invites your audience. Like, damn, who is this guy? Like, I gotta listen to more. And when you have an introductory song like that, it just literally sets the tone for the rest of your project. So I want to commend you on that. You say
Yeah.
you say never give up on yourself and trust your own reflection. And
Yeah.
I just think speaking positivity into the generation today is so important, and you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And yeah, The Sound of Truth was really one of the more heartfelt songs that I have, because it literally, the Khody Blake show is literally an audio perspective of who I am as a person. It has me all throughout it, the whole
I could
nine.
tell.
And The Sound of Truth, literally, I wanted to push out what I was feeling. You know, like, it's me in the mirror versus myself. Like, hey man, you got this. Don't quit. Don't stop.
Right.
Keep going. Despite everything that's going on outside of the music world, when in here, you're doing great. Keep going. Don't stop. And it wasn't just for me. I feel like a lot of other people touched on that too in their
Oh
own
yeah.
perspective way. And that's literally what I wanted, was for people to understand that you got this. No matter what you're doing, you got it. Just keep pushing.
And
Ooh, all that positive
love
energy,
it.
man. And that
Love
you
it.
kind of answered the question I was gonna ask, was like, how do you feel to express? Like, how does it make you feel as an artist to be able to express yourself through your music? And you kind of just answered that, you know?
Yeah, like I just want people that I want them to feel that they can do anything. Like, you can. It's with hard work and dedication. And even though it might be an up and down roller coaster thing sometimes, it's all right. Just keep pushing. It's all good. You're gonna make it through. At the end of the day, you're gonna come out successful. That's what it's all about.
And
Right.
you're the perfect image of that because you're consistent and you haven't given up on your music, and your music is going places and it's going to go way further. So I appreciate those messages you instilled in that song, because it literally is what people need to hear right now.
Telling you. We
Thank
have
you.
somebody in the audience who says, what makes Khody Blake stand out as an artist?
Hmm. I think what makes me stand out as an artist is, I want to say, authenticity, because I like to keep it. I literally like to place real emotion, real feelings. I mean, a lot of people claim it, and then they'll do something different, and they have their personalities and their styles and things like that. But for me, what makes me stand out is the outstanding energy, the positivity. Is always something. It's always about positivity. I'm always gonna preach it. I'm always gonna do that. It's positive vibes, 110% all day, every day, no matter what's going on. I just preach positivity. I breathe positivity, and I don't like to let anything negative try to convey or twist and turn things. It might, come across that way in the beginning, in a sense, but whenever I get brought up with negativity or something comes to me that's negative, I always turn it in to something positive, because you got to. In my opinion, you just have to. You don't want to live life negative all the time. You got to
Mm-mm.
stay positive.
No,
So
when you are constantly pouring positivity out, positivity comes back to you. You
yeah,
know, I'm a firm believer in the universe, and it's speaking to you. So if you're constantly feeding into negativity, that's what the universe is going to continue to pour into you.
exactly,
Right.
Yeah.
exactly. And
Facts. Facts.
I just much rather just be positive. That's what really stands out about me. I'm always gonna have that smile. I'm always gonna bring that great energy, and I'm always gonna bring that positivity. That's what makes me stand out.
No facade. It's just you.
Nah, straight up.
That's important, because a lot of people, especially indie artists, it's like a smoking mirror effect. You don't need to floss and act like something you're not, because you're authentic. You are
Yeah,
comfortable in your own skin, and that will supersede everything else. So I appreciate you for being authentic and continuing on that path.
thank
Right.
you, thank you so much.
Definitely. I guess I want to ask you. what do you want to see evolve inside of the music industry? Like, what aspects of the music industry do you want to see change or improve, I should say?
Um, I mean, it's I want to say just togetherness. There's so much. I'm better than this person. I'm better than that person. But I feel like it could be more so like let's come together. Let's figure this out. Let's network. Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's build on what we have, and let's build this empire. Let's build. Let's just keep going up with it. There's no we ain't got to tear nobody down. We're all in this. We're all in the same field. We're all gonna come across each other's paths. We all at some point are gonna we're gonna see each other one time more times than not. So
Mm-hmm.
and instead of the who's better than who, for me it's more like, well, shoot, we all great.
Yes.
We all awesome. Let's all eat. Why not?
Right.
That's right.
There's enough money and enough food for us all to eat. You know
There's
what I'm
enough
saying?
great. There's enough positive vibes to go around, man. Let's just share the sugar and the wealth. That's
Exactly.
how I feel.
And building relationships in this industry is sometimes, in my opinion, more valuable than money, because the relationships that you make will get you to the bag when you eventually get to where you want to be. So how do you feel? Like, do you feel the relationships you've built so far have helped you grow as an artist?
Oh yeah, 110%, tremendously. Simply because when I meet somebody new and I network with them, their style is completely different from mine. So when I get to see how their mind works and their creativity works and how they do things, it makes me light up, because it's like, yo, that's dope and that's really awesome. And it's not just it's really really a hand to hand handshake type feel where it's like, I admire your sound, I like what you have, I think you're dope. Like, I think that person is dope. Like, I create actual relationships. I talk to them. Some people outside of music, I might, shoot a couple video games with them or two, just because like I create the relationship, and they just it just all works in full circle for me. Like, there's no better way to explain it besides the fact that the connection at a first glance and first ear when it comes to music with their sound, it's always, if I like it, I like it, and I'm gonna continue to support it and be right there, and I'm right behind you, and it's the same back. So literally, that relationship in and of itself, we go up with it every time we see somebody, or I see somebody at the same event. I'm always saying what's up, and I'm right there turning up with them as they are, turning up for me.
Right.
So
Right.
Reciprocated energy.
yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
That's great.
I love that. And
I
we do
love
have
it
some
too.
questions in the audience too. So, who would Khody like to collab with?
Oh man, I think I got a whole Christmas wish list on that. Like, it's a lot. Um, Man, I would love to collab with some of the Houston artists that are out here. That, let's say, like on our actual label, like Zero. Shout out to Zero. That would be a crazy, crazy collaboration, and he's label mate. But I think we're gonna get to that point eventually. But that's one of them. And as far as like maybe further down the line, definitely Breezy, definitely Drake, definitely Big Sean. Those are like the top three, and then Bryson Tiller as well, because it is
He's
Bryson
dope.
Tiller. Like,
Yeah,
he's got
he's
such a
dope.
dope
Oh
sound. Like,
yeah.
those would be some great, great, great
And
collaborations.
you and Bryson Tiller? Oh, come on.
That would be a
Like,
dope collab. Like, I
that's
think
it.
you're right along with them, you know? Like, I can really literally like just envision you collabing with those artists.
Yeah, it would definitely be a great time if I can get to any of those, and I'm going to, like, I'm going to do my
Oh
Yes,
best
yeah.
to make sure it
speak it
happens.
into existence.
So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, so we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a great time. I'm telling you.
Yes.
You have a
But
lot in for you.
tell us about your new release. Like, how has that been for you? I mean, this is a huge milestone for you.
Right. So Let Me Know is the newest release. Video just dropped on YouTube. Make sure y'all check it out.
Pulling
This,
numbers too. I was like,
yeah,
whoa.
like
Yes.
this particular song for me, all of them are favorites, but like this is one that's just it speaks about me. I would say as like a gentleman in a sense,
Yes, it
um,
does.
because that's literally what it's about. You know, like yeah, I got some tendencies of the bad boy, but I also have a really unique style as a person when it comes to taking care of when it comes to taking care of the ladies. So in a sense, this video is one of my favorites, and it's my baby simply because it speaks to me like the world will get to feel the heart and soul throughout that song. So it's doing numbers.
It's
It's
dope.
it's
Yes.
got a lot of ladies talking about it. I have a couple good listeners out there who caked up with their boyfriends, their girlfriends, and the whole nine showing me, yeah, I'm letting my boo know. I'm like, okay, all right. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Oh,
I
wait
loved
a minute. Somebody challenging you out in the audience. They said, can Khody dance like Chris Brown though?
now catch this. In Let Me Know, I'm actually dancing in that video.
I noticed.
Yes. So I can get some choreo in. For sure I can get some choreo in. Ain't no shame in the game. I can whatever I have my mind set on, I'm gonna do it. So it it might be more like Khody Blake because we got to develop that style. But Chris Brown's one of the greats. Like
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait like to take the stage with him and dance on that high of a level. Like that's going to be incredible. I need at
And
least one, Chris. At least one.
I think that Let Me Know is definitely perfect for the ladies. And I think it came just in time for summer. When I
Yeah.
listen to that track, I'm like, oh, this gives me like summer vibes. Like, and no hot girl summer. I'm talking about summer with Bay all day, all
Yeah.
night long type vibe.
Hmm.
So I definitely got that vibe. And then when I checked out the video, I was like, it's perfect. It's simple yet effective because you have the girl and you dancing. People are so focused on the song itself and the visual of the choreography. There's not all this crazy other stuff going on, so it makes the viewer and the listener just focus so much on your artistry.
Yeah.
You implemented that perfectly.
I appreciate that.
Genius. And the
Thank you.
colors too. I noticed right away the colors, were
Mm-hmm.
very soothing to me. They were
Yeah.
you had blue jean, I think, on some parts. It's just I
Yeah.
was picking up on all that and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mayoshi. She's the one that styled me for that video and everything. And like she asked me, hey man, like what do you think of this look? We were trying looks and I had that look and I was just like, man, she really outdid herself and helped me out with making sure that we made the look right. So
Oh,
shout
the
out to
look was
Mayoshi.
awesome. The look
She
was
Yes.
awesome.
she did that.
She did
Yeah.
you right. I'm telling you, it was good.
The
Definitely.
flannel, the flannel around the waist, like the whole thing was just dope. I was like, yes, like
Yeah.
this is it. This is it. It was the perfect touch to the song. Because when you hear the song, you're like, oh wow, this is dope. Okay, like like I said, a summer vibe, one for the ladies. But then when you watch the video, it's like like it set it off to a
Comes
completely different
together.
level. Yes,
Mm. No, I really
perfect.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank y'all
And
so
that's
much.
And
hard to do sometimes, is what I was gonna say. It's like what Jules said. Sometimes people do too much in their videos.
just
Like,
be too
yeah,
much going
I can't
on.
keep up.
Yeah,
No,
But
it's
yeah,
sometimes, but we for that one we kept it real short, simple, and like I love how it came out. DP Tokyo did a great job, and yeah, man, that's one of my favorites. And again, it's out on YouTube, so I watch it over and over again. Like it's one of those where you
yes.
can't. I feel like nobody can really get too tired of watching that. Like y'all got it,
no.
we
No,
got it.
not at all. And you know what I
Lay
love?
on that replay. Lay
Oh
on the
yeah,
replay.
for sure.
Yes.
Just let it loop.
Listen,
Yes.
I know I'm going to. I have that on my like playlist already. I liked it on Spotify. I
Hey,
liked it on YouTube. I saved it. I did the whole thing. And let
hey,
me tell you another great thing I want to say is that when you search your name in YouTube, all you put in is Khody and Khody Blake pops right up.
He
Yes.
So
does.
that's a great
Wow.
sign. Like that is a great
Yes.
sign. I noticed you have over 11,000 views in just a short period of time, and it's just it's amazing. And that's how you know that not only that song, but your music and your artistry is gonna go so far.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. It is in that short amount of time. That's amazing numbers, and they're gonna keep climbing.
Oh
I'm pretty
yeah.
Oh
sure of that
yeah,
for sure.
You
Keep
keep
yes,
doing
watching, keep
shows and
streaming.
after show, interview after interview, get that name out there. Listen, in no time.
Hey, look, and make sure again when you share it with your friends, your friends' friends, your friends' friends, everybody. The boo thing that you trying to get, trust me, you gonna get her. When you let her know what's up, trust me, you gonna get her. You gonna get him, whoever. You gonna get them for
well,
sure.
you gotta dance. They have to dance like you and Mayoshi. Is that her name?
So Mayoshi was the stylist. The girl in the video was actually her name is Carolyn. She's a dope choreographer out here in
Oh,
Houston,
well,
and
if they
she
want
did
to
her
catch their
thing.
boo thing, they have to
Yes, she
dance like you
did.
guys did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, appreciate it.
Definitely.
They can try the dance moves. They're pretty cool, easy dance moves. You
yeah,
know,
and
I think
they're
everybody can pick it
smooth.
up for sure, for sure.
Or do that 1-2 step to it. Whatever you can do it.
Hey,
Rock. Wait.
as long as you let them know what's up, it's all good.
Exactly. And that's a song you can play at the barbecue or,
Mhm.
at a wedding, in a reception. You can play that song anywhere. That's what I was saying
Definitely.
at the beginning of this interview. It's like your vibe, is just so different, fresh and clean compared to what I'm used to hearing. No offense to everybody else that's doing their thing, they're doing their thing. But I gotta say that you're like in a different lane. You're
Mhm.
different. I
Right.
can't say, oh, he reminds me of, it's like, I kind of went blank because I was trying to compare you to somebody. It's like, oh, I can't compare him. And that's great. I want to feel that way.
Yes,
Definitely.
that's for sure. I think that you definitely stand out. I feel like you dip in between two genres, obviously hip hop and R&B. So
Right.
my next question is, what is your earliest memory of hip hop and R&B?
Um, my earliest memory of hip hop and R&B would have really, it really is for me. It would have to be like, my mom used to play DMX all the time. One time for the late and great. Um, my mom would play as far as R&B goes, like Genuine. She would play. I mean, we have a whole collection here. Like, it's so much that they played back in the day that just had my ears just going in and out, and I was just loving it because it all made me feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of sort of where my style stems from. Is all those feel good records from back then? They helped me, you know, they helped morph me into the artist that I'm in today because the records just make you feel good, you
Right.
know.
I feel like
So
it also helped you build your like how eclectic you are. Because even though you're pulling from the vibes and the feelings and the emotions you got from the music back in the day, your sound is still relevant to today's generation. So I feel like it's a very good mix of like old school type vibes, but staying with new school as well.
yeah,
I
thank
agree.
you, appreciate
Yeah.
Yeah.
it.
So
It's a mix for
what
sure.
should we expect from you, for the rest of 2021 going into 2022?
More shows, definitely more
Yes.
shows. I got the remix to let me know coming soon.
Uh-oh. All
Woo.
right. Who's the feature? Oh.
It's a surprise, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Oh
This is
man.
I can't skip out all the details, but I will say that there is a remix coming soon. So definitely stay tuned for real, for real. Definitely stay tuned. I got a show coming up in Dallas on the 26th. And I also have another show coming up on not May, but June 5th in Louisiana with Young Blue. So
Okay, nice.
it's going to be more shows, more vibes, and we might throw in a little. I'm working on some songs too as well. I've been writing a lot lately, so
That's
you know,
great.
definitely
That's
a lot
good.
more coming soon. So y'all definitely gotta stay tuned for real.
Oh, we're definitely excited. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, with everything else you already put out, I can't wait.
I mean,
You have a new fan, okay? Like, hello.
Hey, I appreciate that for real. I thank you so much.
and the best way to pop out is to pop out doing numbers like you doing. Because I mean,
That's a fact.
listen, you're doing numbers. Keep it up. So just tell everybody where they can get your music. Let us know how we can support you.
So how you can support me? Make sure that you follow me on social media at Khody Blake Music. That's Khody. The first name is spelled different, and I always spell it because it's just different. That's me. But Khody Blake Music on social media. And be sure to stream the Khody Blake Show out on all DSPs, all digital streaming platforms, and watch Let Me Know out on YouTube. The new video, Let Me Know, watch on YouTube. Share it with your friends, your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wifey, your boo thing, your situationship, your entanglement, whatever you got going on. Share it. Share it. I'm trying to keep it going, keep the vibes going on Plus all day long. So
Yes,
that's what you guys can do. And hey, I'll be throwing follows back too. So if you follow, you're gonna see that follow back for sure.
Well, I'll be following you tonight.
All right. That's a bet. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Hit the follow button right back. It's all love. When you show love, I give it right back. So
Yes,
I
reciprocity.
appreciate
That's
that.
perfect.
Still humble. See that, guys? We still have a few left, man. So we want to thank all of our listeners tonight. We know it was pretty late, but we want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video with everyone. Make sure you realize what his handle is. You can see how to spell his name down below, Khody Blake Music. Make sure you check him out on YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and lay on that repeat, on that loop, on every song, okay? So again, we want to thank you, Khody Blake, for coming out, gracing the stage with us tonight. You're such a phenomenal guy with so many talents. I think I forgot to ask you if you play instruments, but you said you were in the band. So I'm like, yeah, this dude plays instruments too. This is crazy. So
I do. For sure I do. That is
yeah,
very
you're like a 360 musician. Jules, I want to thank you, girl. Thank you for coming out. It's late. It's late out there, but you hung in there.
Yo,
Thank
music
you.
never sleeps, you know?
That's right. And Jules, let people know if they want to get a blog with you, if they're artists, shout yourself out.
All right. Well, thank you for that. So my name is Jules Mancini. You can find me everywhere at JulzMancini. I have a lot going on, different blog sites, radio shows, auditions for different things. So definitely tap in with me and I can give you all the details.
Awesome. Also, shout out to Jeff Strange over Jeff Strange Radios in New York. And also shout out to Dick Dillinger over Ear to the Streets Radio in Dallas, Texas. We want to thank you guys again, and we'll see you on Thursday for our next episode. Guys, have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Bye, guys.